Hey there, witches. Tiffany here at my messy crafting table to do a little swifting ritual with you. First of all, what is a swifting ritual? Well, a swifting ritual is used to take one type of energy and transform it into another type of energy. You can use this to remove hexes, curses, bad luck, or just general obstacles. It is a surprisingly simple ritual, it's pretty fun to do, and it works really well. So first of all, a few fun facts about energy. A great thing about energy is that it can't be destroyed. It doesn't dissolve, it doesn't dissipate, it doesn't disappear, it doesn't run out. And that right there makes energy a very useful thing. You never just want to try to get rid of it and send it elsewhere. Try to convert what you've already got. Because of course, as we already know, it is possible for you to run out of energy. Because as you run out of energy, it doesn't just die off, it just gets sent elsewhere. The other thing about energy is it isn't good or bad. It's just like nature, it's neutral. It has the potential to do good, it has the potential to do bad, but in itself, it is neither of those things. So if you have negative energy in your life, you can just do a swifting ritual in order to change it into a positive energy. So here's what you're gonna need. 1 cookie baking sheet, some salt, any kind of regular table salt will do. You can get fancy with it if you want, but you don't have to. 3 candles, you'll need a white one, a black one, and you want a brown one, but if you don't have brown, like I didn't have brown on hand, you can use yellow, lavender, or gray. It matches my shirt. Of course, you'll need a lighter or matches, and then a little slip of paper and a pen. And every witch's best tool, your imagination. Now with these candles, I recommend you use something about this size. You don't want to get a big taper one because part of this spell does require you waiting for them to burn down. And hopefully your place of living and working will be safe because they'll be on the cookie sheet, but you still don't want to, use a 7-day candle and have to wait a week. I have already cleansed mine. I'm not going to carve into it or anoint it or anything like that, but feel free to if that's what you want to do. I love how these smell. And let's get started. Right, so first things first, you want to fix your candles to the cookie sheet, which should be horizontally placed in front of you like so. I'm just gonna melt the bottom of these and stick them down. You want first black and then brown or whatever color you chose for the center one, and then white. Just like so, in a nice neat line. Next up, you're gonna take your salt and you are going to draw a line with it from the white candle to about here on the tray. You wanna leave some space on the end, maybe like 1/4 or 1/3 of it. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. This probably would have been easier if I had one with an actual, the typical one with a spout. Then you're going to create an arrow point on the end here. I'm gonna just pour this in my hand for that. And then you want to make a circle around the arrow point. So I probably should have made this a little bit smaller, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so I just cleaned it up a little. It's not perfect, but that's fine. So next you're going to take your little piece of paper and you're going to write down your desire on it. And that's really just anything that you need. And then after you write it down, I'm not sharing mine, it's a little personal, but you're gonna fold it into thirds one way and then fold it again into thirds. And then you're gonna take it and put it right on top of your arrow tip. Mine is popping up, so I'm gonna make a little tent out of it. Just like that. Okay, so now your ritual setup is completely finished. I'm going to tell you what you'll be doing next, and then I'm going to do it on my own, probably sped up to make it easier to watch. So first things first, you're going to ground and center, of course, as always. And then first you will light the black candle. You're going to tell the candle what it is, and you're gonna focus on that and charge it with that negative emotion. Whether that's a hex, a curse, bad luck, depression, just put all of that into this candle and really focus on it to the point that you let that emotion completely fill you and fuel you. I want you to feel it. If it brings you to tears, or if it brings you into a full-on hissy fit, the more the better. Once you reach that point, you are going to light the middle candle. And with this one, you are just going to inhale, exhale, maybe on a sigh, and just really let go of that feeling that you just ignited in yourself in order to charge this first one. Just let it go with this one. Still feel that energy inside you, but feel it start to transform and ease up. Let it become something neutral, and then name this candle Transformation. Finally, you're going to light the white candle. Now, when you light this one, this is the brightest, whitest, brilliant light that you are picturing. See all of these chained together and watch as the energy transforms from the negative, you named this one, into the neutral, and then this is of course the positive energy. So see that energy completely transform. Once it reaches this candle, it is completely pure. It is raw, untapped, ready to be utilized however you want. Once you do that, I want you to follow the line of salt with your eyes, focusing on visualizing that energy flowing through it as you gaze across it with your eyes until it reaches the slip of paper. And then I want you to stare at the piece of paper and just focus on what that is. Picture it in your life. Picture what your life will be like after it manifests. Visualize it coming into manifestation, coming to fruition, taking place in your life, and in various different ways. But of course, focus on the positive. We don't want to focus on the things charged into this candle disappearing. We want to focus all the things coming to fruition because of this candle. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that now. Okay, so at this point, you will just leave these candles to burn all the way down, like I said earlier. Now, if one burns out before another, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean it didn't work. It doesn't mean that the energy got trapped there. Don't read into it. It's okay. Trust me, it'll be fine. I'm going to let mine burn down, and then I will come back and complete this when they are done. All right, so here we are. As you can see, it is completely done. The first candle obviously burnt out first because it was lit the soonest, but like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about that. So at this point, what you want to do is light your paper on fire, and you're going to leave it right where it is. If my paper wants to light. There we go. If it doesn't light all the way, you just kind of keep burning it until you burn the entire paper and it's all ash. Now, once that is completely ash, what you will do is gather all of your components here. So the ash of the paper, all of the salt, and of course the wax and wicks, if there are any left over. As you can see, this white one, like there's not much left, but I'll still gather what's there. Gather them up, and then what you want to do is bury them. Now, if you're a city witch, or for instance, like I don't think this candle wax is environmentally safe, so I'm not going to just, bury it out in the wild. I am instead going to put it into a pot and then, bury it in soil in a little plant pot. And if you're having issues with getting, oh, actually that popped right off. But if you have issues getting the wax off of the tray, all you have to do is just pop it in the freezer for a few minutes. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that was informative. Please ask any questions that you have in the comments below. You can also email me, follow me on Instagram, although I don't update it that much. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends.